But this is
slouching in a chair.
well, it's not on you then. But this is what. Okay, so we're saying like the overpass for 4th Street and Dogwood, or not 4th Street, but I mean but for Dogwood, it's my God, they knew they were going to build a mall there.
Mm-hmm.
And what do a mall requires a lot of material to build it. So why didn't it cross these guys' mind? We're going to need to upgrade the overpass first.
First of all, you need to understand something about all these commercial projects. Whether they're a success or not, a lot of people will make a hell of a lot of money off of those projects. Bankers, Coldwell bankers, financial bankers, people that do commercial property, real estate people, builders, contractors. There is a huge group of people out there that want to build. Okay? And they don't really care if it's successful once they've built it because their hands will be free of it.
Yeah.
Now,
at the same time, you could have upgraded that overpass and upgraded and been in the middle of the construction of the mall. It's just, where is the intelligence?
Here's what I think happened.
Where's the committee?
And I might be wrong because I didn't sit on any hearings or anything.
Yeah.
What I think happened was they got put in a long-range report somewhere.
Okay.
That yes, there should be a proper, street thing there.
Mm-hmm.
But what I think then happened was that was done, and that was probably used as justification to help secure the loans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to have the on-ramp. We're going to have the access.
Wait. So they submitted, they requested a loan.
And it gives you a rosy environmental impact report. It looks like it's going to get done. It looks like it's all going to be in place, and which will make it easier to keep your customer base up. But guess what?
Okay, I see. Yeah.
The place is built, or it may not be finished. I don't think it's full yet by any means. I don't know if it'll ever fill up.
Yeah.
It's brought some benefits, but
I mean, couldn't they have used like some federal money to upgrade that overpass?
They probably used.
But they could have gotten federal money to upgrade the overpass too.
Possibly.
They could have said, well, literally, they could have got what they said. Well, this
There's
overpass.
Just different jurisdictions.
The overpass is due for an upgrade, anyways.
I've heard of overpasses being done with single acts of Congress.
Yeah.
Where the whole overpass is paid for by Congress.
Yeah.
But
which, hey, let's write our congressman. If that's what it takes, hey.
It's obvious. I want to tell you one thing that's obvious to me because I've talked to people who have been, the chauffeurs for the governors when they come down here and ride around. One guy was Reagan's, another guy was Jerry Brown's. I read articles about him. And here's kind of what my impression is. We just don't have a whole lot of political pull. Oh, it's nice to have our little percentage out here,
We don't have any money, so we don't have any political
But we're not a big vote. Most of the history of I've been here, there's only 50,000 voters. In fact, there's less than 50,000 voters.
But
that's not a lot of voters.
But what about isn't there money coming into the Imperial Valley because all this agriculture was going out? You would because
the Imperial Valley is a money-making place.
The Imperial Valley is the fruit basket. No, Imperial Valley is a fruit basket of Los Angeles and San Diego, right? And we even supply food to.
Think of this: Palm Springs is money comes into it.
Right.
Right. Well, that money's earned elsewhere.
Yeah.
Imperial Valley, it's basically you want to set up people that are into making money. They want to set up a shop as cheaply as they can.
Yeah.
Keep their overhead as low as they can and maximize their profits. I mean, that's just good business practices.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that being said. You don't want to put any more infrastructure in than you have to. You don't want to pay your labor any more than you have to. On and on and on through all the quality of life issues. Okay. Now that affects
that's any place. That's any community.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's the business districts of LA too.
Yeah.
But you multiply that by all those businesses, and you can get a pretty toxic situation going. Now, I mean, it's still farmland, it's still clean compared to the city.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of like it's where a city is more centralized. You have more decentralization. It's more like
and there's
businesses operate anywhere.
And at least nowadays in the city, there's a lot stronger on the environmental controls.
Mm-hmm.
But even that even being said,
but it's not environmental controls; it's economic controls.
Open cyanide pits in Cudahy in the middle of L.A.
Yeah.
Open metal plating.
Well,
that's
what it's in the case in the Imperial Valley. I'm very strongly of the opinion that you need to upgrade the infrastructure right away, and first.
Yeah,
and if anything,
roads could certainly be.
And if anything, you upgrade the roads and then you build around, towards the roads, and just let or just either you take in new land and you let old land, land that's basically it's no longer the center of things, kind of just fall apart. But I mean, what am I trying to say? It's like we need to, if we had a smarter system of how to use the land, we could get more use out of the land.
Yeah.
Because we got there's a lot of land to the west, and people would be living.
It's well, like somebody told me, the amount of land they farm in Imperial Valley is exactly as big as the pipe is.
Yeah.
And I mean, they farm to the limit of their water.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's one of the problems right now. These farmers, in order to protect what they've got, they've always ran their water long. They've always taken in more water than they're actually paying for.
Right.
Okay? And everybody kind of looks the other way because, let's face it, it's a big club, isn't it?
Right. But it's also because we're the last on the line.
Well, the thing is, this quantification agreement, this thing that's going on over the hills.
Yeah.
Well, now for the very first time, they're really going to have to find out. Well, just how much water are you taking?
Right.
And how much are you letting run off? Or I mean, it's supposed to run off.
Right.
It's necessary. It carries the salt away. The farmers always knew that overflowing the field will not hurt it with the soil we have. It will actually help it because it'll help desalt.
Right.
Help get the salt out. And that's why they use bulldozers is to plow it down to 5 feet.
Right.
Because they really want to soak that salt out. Keep it away from the plants.
Right.
But well,
I mean, I don't know. You would think that it was California. Especially with how, look, we're getting to this point where we're so sophisticated, and here we have a major important area, and where's the political power? Where's the political we need to do something here, I don't know. It just always seems like everything's 10 years behind.